This podcast brings you the voices of some of the many great people involved in the PPN. In each episode, we learn a little about each guest, how they got started in the work they are doing, and their thoughts on making a difference in the community.
Participation is really important for everybody in society and for every organisation and for every group to be able to have their voice heard, to be able to articulate their needs, to articulate their perspectives, and having a network in which those voices are represented, which is what the PPN is about, is really important.
It's important that the voices of minority groups and hidden communities within our regions are heard at the tables as well. And if, as an agency, we're here to kind of not speak up fully for them, but just to make sure that, they're included, they're thought of, they're respected, and, if legislation is coming down, that all voices are heard.
Because the work gets hard.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It can get hard and you can feel tired.
Yeah.
And, you can feel pulled at all different levels.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're there because that's where your heart is. That's a bit very cheesy, but in reality,
it's true.
But it is an element of it. It's there because that's what you like to do. You like to see people progress or have access to services, or to, to get the opportunities to kind of develop in themselves.
Yeah.
And I think professional and personal development are massive for me.
We kind of work with the teenagers in strengthening families.
Yeah.
We work with the children of school age, with the school in incredible years. So at all times, I suppose my own belief, and something my management committee are very strong on, is the fact of this whole collaborating and networking together, so that we're not duplicating, we're not wasting resources.
That makes sense.
And resources aren't easy to come by now.
The rivers were the highways of Ireland, and everywhere in the world. If you had a river that allowed you to transport things, that was basically how you accelerated civilization and industrialization of an area. So the rivers are hugely important. Nowadays, we like to think of the highway of nature.
I have witnessed loads of communities doing fantastic and amazing pieces of work. Be it during the COVID, be it during the Ukrainian crisis, be it delivering projects at community level, be it environmental projects, be it capital projects for centres and support services. And in some ways, a lot of the work that I would do now, and we would allocate various grant schemes under leader funding, SciCap, Town and Village Renewal, I could go on. We'd achieve very little if we didn't have the communities with us.
You've so much more power when, Novus can advocate for something, but as a PPN, and you've a really wide variety of voluntary and community and charity groups advocating together, sure.
Yeah.
There's so much more power in that, and as well, they also bring different perspectives, so even we could be, advocating one very narrow piece, and they could bring a much broader perspective on it. So we really learn from each other, and then there's power in each other, and advocating as a group is much more powerful than advocating as a single organisation.